Welcome back to the workbench where uncut and unedited, you can watch me, just a guy, trying to make things. And what I'm making right now is a Wacky Races diorama. I'm continuing to make a Wacky Races diorama. We've been working on this for a while, actually. And what we've been working on specifically in the last, I guess, 2 or 3 episodes is filling out a seam that was in the bodywork of the Mean Machine, of Dick Dastardly's Mean Machine. Oh, speaking of Dick Dastardly, we got to get in the right mode here. All right, let's get our Dick Dastardly mustache on, and now you can see that the two halves of the body come together, leaving a seam. I decided we had actually painted this out, but then I decided I got to get rid of those seams. So it took a little bit of work. I had to tape off the fenders and then do some body work, obviously, to clean out the seam. Now I literally just painted. Oh, let me get where y'all can see a little better. I literally just painted this. And when I say just painted, I mean I just walked in from the booth with it. So I'm going to have to be very careful, but I did promise you guys today that we would pull the tape off. Because these fenders are black, as you remember. We had to actually put them in. They go in between the two halves of the body, so they had to go in first before we could do even the body work or any of that. So let's go ahead and start pulling this tape work off carefully. I don't want to break anything. We do have wheels on here too. And, oh boy, I got to be real careful because this paint is wet. So I do not want to touch it. Maybe we'll just do one fender and see how it looks, because I really would like this to dry up. But I did make a promise to you guys that we would pull the tape, so I want to keep my promise. Let's see, and this has been through the wash a few times, so so I did take pictures. I didn't put out a short today. Usually I do a YouTube short so you can kind of see some of the work we did. I did not, but I did take pictures. So you can see some of the pictures along the way of reworking the bodywork. Yesterday I showed you the bodywork we had done. I had to go back and rework some of it because it just wasn't right quite yet. That's usually how it works out. You spray the primer after you've done some bodywork, and then you can really see what needs to be fixed, the little imperfections you miss. But I did get those, at least to my satisfaction, fixed. Yikes, I'm trying to be so careful here not to... This Vallejo paint dries very quickly, but I still don't want to cause any damage. I've got to pull this here. Some of this tape's coming off very easily because it's gotten wet. This I just folded over the bottom because the bottom we don't really care. See if I can get it loose. There we go. Okay, and let's see how that turned out. I think it's gonna be fine. Yeah, looks good. I was gonna say I might go in with some black, but I don't even think it's. I think I'll just let it be. I'll let that be. Let's see. Trying to decide if I want to try to do another one or not. The other fender here. Let's go ahead. Like I said, this is the side we did bodywork on. Just as a reminder, we did not. In fact, this will be good so you can see we did not bodywork this side, and you can definitely see the seam that runs all the way down it. Well, hopefully you guys can see that. So that side we did not bodywork because you're not going to see it. This side we did. You can see the difference. Much, much better. I'm going to be able to sleep at night now, knowing that seam is gone. Okay, again, I'm going to be very careful here. Oh, I think I need to pull this one first. Also don't want to break these wheels off. Oh, you know what? I didn't mention either. If y'all remember right, this had quite the wobble to it. It has less wobble. I think it might be wobbling now just because of the table. But I repositioned this wheel. I broke this wheel off, repositioned it. It was up too high. Somehow it had slid up when I glued it. And so a lot of that wobble's gone now. So that's kind of nice too. I forgot to mention that yesterday. I actually did it in between episodes yesterday. It was just driving me nuts how it was wobbling, which won't be that big a deal with a static display. It's not that big a deal, especially because these wheels are kind of, so this is all very wet, so it's coming off very easily. Probably what I should have done is let the paint completely dry, then run this under some water, and it looks like it makes this particular tape come off easily. Sometimes water can make tape really gum up, and that's what I really didn't want to happen. Okay, careful. There we go. And let's see. Okay, so far so good. Let's see, let me grab by this fender over here, and then this one. I need to pull this tape at least back. And I don't know if that's a nick or if that's just... there's a little something. I don't know what happened right. I can't tell if that's something that's just... I think that might be a little tape residue. Okay, no big deal. That is easy to fix. In fact, do I have black paint? I'll fix it right now. Oh, and look, the tip of this got rubbed, so I need to just touch the... I'm sure the tape did that. Just kind of pulled that paint off of a small area that doesn't adhere as well to those smaller areas. What do I do with my brush? Let me see if I can wipe water and whatnot here. Get that off. Make sure it's not wet. Okay, good. Always wipe the painted surfaces with a very dirty rag like I just did. That was pretty dumb. Actually, do it with a lint-free rag would have made a lot more sense. So I just need to touch this right here. And then I need to just touch very carefully. I don't want any brush strokes to show. That's what I'm trying to really avoid. I think there's a little spot right here. Once that dries up, you're never gonna know. And that looks good. I'm actually, I'm pleasantly surprised. I really thought this could go bad with the fenders. But the fenders already having to be installed, and then that's what that little touch of stuff was there. That was a little bit of body filler, I bet. Now you can't see it now. It's gone now. I'll pull the other two once it dries completely, just so I'm not risking. I wanted to pull these two just for content here. I promised you guys I wanted to make sure and do it. Well, I'll do the other two once we're fully dry. And just for a heads up, I still have to paint this back. So we got to paint it back. This lighter purple color here. I still need to, I need to fill these. I'm going to do that right now before I forget. We still had some gaps in here. This is where we had installed the LED that we're going to use for our flames. Let me go back. I had some gaps still here. Let me just do this real quick before I forget. Again, gap here. The reason I want to fill these gaps, and I'm using, if you didn't watch yesterday, I'm using thick CA glue, thick viscosity CA glue from Starbond. This is actually gap filling CA, so it's kind of killing two birds with one stone, right? It's gluing the piece in place and filling the gaps. Starbond thick CA glue. If you want some good CA glue, check the description way down in the bottom. I've got I think it's a 10% discount for you if you use the discount code on Starbond CA glue, and they've got every kind of CA glue you could ever want. If you woodwork, whatever you do, they've got it for you. I use this, all the woodwork I do, I use Starbond glue. They have different browns and blacks and all the different colors also. So just a heads up, if you want a discount on a good CA glue, check down there in the description. It's always down there, by the way, on every video. Also, if you want to join, you can, I never mentioned this, you can join the channel. If you want to help support the channel, you can join the channel. I am going to be buying a bunch of kits, a bunch of little kind of one-day kits, things that can be built fast, and I'm going to do videos on those, and those are going to be exclusive videos every Friday for the channel members and my Patreon members. So every Friday I'll be putting those up for you, just channel members and Patreon members. Now I'm ordering the kits. I'm trying to get a whole bunch of them so I can record and have one every Friday, and they're going to keep stacking up. So if you ever decide you want to support the channel and join the channel members or the Patreon or whatever, all those back videos will be available for you to watch, if that makes sense. All the everything will be on demand, I guess, as they say. But anyways, I think this looks good. Now, all I need to do, pull the tape in between next episode. I'm going to try to do as much of this as I can. Obviously, pull the tape off there. I need to paint this ring right here black. I need to paint this, like we mentioned, the lighter color purple, this front piece here. And then I need to paint all the little rivets here silver. And then the body will be done. In fact, the interior is basically done. Also, I need to do the steering wheel yet, but the interior's we've got it. We worked it to fit real nice, and the interior is ready to go. This is actually finished except for the one that we're missing because I'm waiting on a second kit to come in so I can replace it. But then this will be able to, we'll thread those wires in, and this will be able to mount up on the back. And then I've got, and I'm not going to show you the back side, but we're just going to say I've got this painted up and pretty. I'm not going to show you the back side. Yeah, so I'll finish painting these, and those will be ready to go in, and this will be finished. So with that said, that's why I've actually started, let me carefully move this out of the way, started painting up the figures. So I've got them primed. I had done, I mean, literally body work to them with some filler and whatnot, just trying to get rid of the seams in them. It came out okay. She's Penelope Pitstop's got a little seam in her, but it's hard to get in there. We might just have to live with that. I think it'll be okay. Dick actually looks really well, and I think Muttley's going to look okay too. I went ahead and put a coat of paint on Dick because I was spraying this color blue, purple, whatever it is. So I went ahead and sprayed him. In between episodes, I'm going to spray Muttley his tan color, and then I think I'm going to spray Penelope pink, and then hopefully maybe tomorrow. Actually, I think I'm going to do that tomorrow because I've been wanting to work on these guys. Plus, the interiors are basically done. I just need to paint her interior white, which I think I'll do that in between episodes. Did my recording stop? No, I don't think so. I've got a phone call coming in. I was afraid my face cam. I used my cell phone as my face cam, which I got a thing. I don't know what you can call it. A link for my microphone. So I can use my real microphone now instead of the microphone in the face cam. Let me know if the audio sounds better. I never can tell. I don't know. Let me know if it sounds a little better doing it this way. I can always make changes again, but I'm using a real microphone now instead of the one on the camera, and I hope it's better. Anyway, sorry, I was distracted by a phone call coming in on my phone, and it told me my recording might stop, but I don't think it did. Can you still see me? Am I still here? I hope so. Anyways, yeah, so in between episodes, I'm going to start painting this white, and then I'm going to get these guys sprayed, and then together, tomorrow, I think we'll start painting the figures, which I think will be a lot of fun. That'll be fun. And then, of course, I'm still in the background working on the Compact Pussycat, so I haven't actually done anything because I've been busy with the Mean Machine. But with the Mean Machine almost done, I'm going to get back to spraying and doing... So this bodywork's done. This bodywork went really smooth, actually. We had to literally take there's big bumps here where screw downs went in. Just the way it worked on both sides. We got those removed. I just backed it with styrene, body filled it, and got them removed and got that paint started. So I'll start getting back to work on that. But anyways, I need to get going because this is late. I was working on Dick's car over there, and I kind of pushed this recording late because I wanted to get as much done for you guys as I could. So I got to get this edited and rendered and all that stuff and up for today because I want to make sure I got a video out every day for you guys. Give you something, I don't know, maybe to just waste a little time with on the daily. I like that. I like channels that have daily where I know if I got 15 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes of downtime, I got something I can kind of throw on and watch in the background, or like while I'm working on these, I'll throw YouTube up and watch in the background. So I want to make sure and have this for you every day. So I got to get going. So hit that like button. Give me those comments down in the comment section. I'm still looking for a source for a flame to come out of this, a clear acrylic or plastic flame that I can put coming out the backside of that. If you have any ideas, let me know down in the comments. Hit that like button. Subscribe if you want to keep up with this. Check the description for the playlist. I don't know. Do all those things you do on YouTube, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.